Okay, welcome to Dial. It's Tuesday night at 7 o'clock, and I have my colleague Diane, who is we're going to have an amazing show. We don't know what the hell we're going to talk about, but we're going to have an amazing show, right, Diane?
Right.
Exactly. So
We always do.
yesterday, I missed you yesterday. We had our conversation about our safe place to have these genuine conversations. And
Mhm.
it was great. TJ and I chatted, and we had a lovely conversation. Sister
Awesome.
Annette was busy. She was being grandma last night, so she could not participate. So, yes,
Mhm.
yes,
So I think we should let our audience know, our listening audience, that we had a guest lined up for tonight, but then he was not able to join us.
exactly.
That's why we're left here, the two of
Exactly.
us, to fill this space.
He had a Scotch tasting event that he was going to go to, and he thought that was more fun than what we were doing. Can you imagine that, Diane?
No, I can't imagine that.
James. But we're going to get James back on another day.
Mhm.
He's what I the you haven't met him yet, but
Mhm.
him and I have been having many conversations about dominion versus communion.
Mhm.
And so basically what I'm gathering, what I'm learning, what I'm concluding from that conversation is that kind of dominion is the state of forcing others to do what you wish, right? Which is the exact opposite of how human beings want to be, right? Like you want to be able to choose and live your life that's important for you and live your authentic self, not be dictated to or forced to live a certain way. And so that's what basically I'm kind of viewing this as, kind of a liberty over top of that, so that you have choice. I was calling it liberty over violence, but some colleagues I was chatting with today said, "Oh, why don't use the word violence? Don't, like, if that's what you want to overcome, so don't reference that." And they were suggesting something like liberty to love, or liberty to life, or liberty, so it's going beyond violence is, I think, what their comment was. So yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, yeah, I think so too, because I think there's some legs in that. Because if you look at violence from a very inclusive definition, well, like, it's more than fists and feet and raping kind of behaviors. It's anything that kind of takes away another person's choice, really, is what violence is kind of the way. So even if it's manipulative, it's lying, etc., those are coercive. Those are forms of violence.
Mhm. So it's framing it in a positive mindset to get people going in the positive to the light rather than dwelling on the dark.
Right on, exactly. And then what I'm trying to get to is where we can make this more, have kind of a way to have conversations about preventing violence, right? How do
Yeah.
we, how do we help people who are experiencing violence to avoid that violence, and how do we help people who are using violence to kind of reflect on that and see if there's a better tool that they can use for that for to live their lives, right?
Mhm.
So anyways, I'm excited about that. I think there's some legs in that. There's a way that that's going to work. I don't know what it is yet, but you're really smart. Tell me how, Di.
Well, maybe I need a few minutes to think about
What
like
are
I
you?
just landed from my trip, threw
Yeah.
my bags on the floor, and here I am.
And did you have a nice visit with your sister?
I had a nice visit. She was very grateful that I came to help her out. So,
Good,
for the
good.
benefit of the listening audience,
Yes.
my sister had eye surgery and called me yesterday to say, I need to go for a follow up appointment and can't drive. Can you come and stay overnight and drive me? So I did that, and it was great to catch up. And I haven't spent a day with her. I can't remember the last time.
Nice, nice. Well, that's good. You could reconnect with your sister and also help her in her time of needing a ride and needing some support. So that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the eye surgery is like amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I had,
not what it used to be. Whew.
yeah, I know that this is not like, I mean, this is pretty mild in comparison, I guess, but I did have laser eye surgery correction before, and
Oh,
at LASIK, and it was an interesting process. It was just basically, you lie down and they kind of tape your eyes open and they say, "Don't blink." And so as you're watching, and the little lasers going and cutting on your like, because they do a flap, pull the flap back and then cut your cornea to reshape your cornea, right, or melt it with the laser. And that's the thing that was really freaky, is the smell of burning flesh. It's like,
oh
"Ooh,
God, don't tell me.
oh, I didn't like that."
So how come you're wearing glasses now?
These are actually reading glasses. So
Oh,
the surgery was to correct my long vision, and it's still great. And then so these ones is so that I could actually see the screen on my computer here, like what I'm talking
oh,
to. Yeah. If I don't need to read anything, then I don't need these. But yeah,
oh,
yeah,
awesome.
yes.
So did you celebrate Valentine's Day?
Well,
Speaking of the light and love.
yeah, it's amazing. We went for a drive to go look at doors, that we need some new doors on the house. And we went to two different places, but because we did it so late in the afternoon, both of them were closed. So that was our Valentine's Day adventure, driving around to door places that were both closed. So yeah.
Let me see. Here's a poll for the listening audience. How many think that was an amazing Valentine's gift?
I'm going to suggest not many. Yeah, yeah. And how about you then? If you're the big example of what the right Valentine's Day is, what did you and your beloved do?
Well, we went to my sister's
Yes.
in Rocky, and so I made us a dinner renovation and took them for supper.
Oh, well, see, good job. Nicely done. Well done.
Yeah,
Yes. Our plan was a little bit of less than sufficient, but anyways, it is what it is. So,
yeah. So we
yeah.
went to Boston Pizza and had a heart-shaped pizza.
Oh, look at that.
Anyway, and Roy's comment was, "Could I have a round one, please?" I don't want a heart one. I want a round one because there's a piece missing here at the top of the heart.
It's about value for Roy. He wasn't getting full value with this.
The round
Heart
one
shape.
looked like he got more, which was more love than the heart.
That's funny.
Anyway,
Perfect.
the waitress was stunned. What? Then she had to say, "No, sorry, we don't have any round ones today. We only have heart ones."
That's great.
Anyway,
Hmm.
so the other thing I wanted to talk with you about, which is a good time to talk, is
Yes.
around the name of the show.
Yes.
Because I think Dial for the show, because it's Di and Alan,
Yes.
Di and Al, that is only really intuitive to you and I.
That's true.
But if we use it as dial in
Okay.
and join us and use it as an invitation in the
Okay.
name rather than the name of the show. How does that work?
I see what you're saying. Okay. So we're saying we want it to be. Let me just change this here. We're editing this because we want this to be dial in.
Right, because we've begun to meet some interesting, nice people that are in the community that are out there, and we want to continue on that. And we found one of them because they dialed in,
That's true. That's
and
true.
then they became a guest on the show.
Yes. Yeah, Rita, it was a very nice chat with Rita last week. And how it happened was the week before she had made comments. So you could make a comment right now if you want, and then we'll probably have a little exchange with you and then invite you to be on the show.
So dial in so we can learn about you.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So this is what we're going to call it now. We're going to call it dial in so we can learn about you. Looks kind of awkward if it's all in caps, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Let me try this, fix this. Okay, but we want the dial part. Okay, so this is what you're thinking there? This is what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So there you
Perfect.
go. So that's what we're going to call it now. Dial in so we can learn about you. Yeah.
And then invite people to chat. So the chat, how do they get into the chat?
Well, the chat is on Facebook or YouTube. So
Oh,
that's where they would see the chat and be able to chat on from there. And that
okay.
phone number I put on is my personal cell number. So
Oh,
I
okay.
know how that works. They'll call and then I'll answer it. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So dial in,
Yes.
listeners. Dial in. Ask us a question. Challenge us.
Exactly. Exactly. You know what? Di, do you think this is of value? I have, speaking on my cell phone, I have these messages that people have left me, and my have you left me a voice message before?
No.
Okay. So my voice message, I actually have a little song I sing. Okay. And
Okay.
so then the responses to the voice message, some are laughter, some are singing themselves. They're going to sing. So it gets some pretty good impressions. I was actually going to do you think we should play some of them? Would that be fun for a little bit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. We're going to play for them, and then I'm going to have a record of them. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. Oh, not that. All right. So, okay. So I'm going to put this on here.
4. Saved messages. To play your messages, press.
Okay.
Saved message. November 26, 2021, 8:09 a.m.
Good morning, Alan. You one fuck of a gentleman. Hanging out with you changes me into goo.
Message deleted.
Anyways, that was my friend Michael.
November 29th, 2021, 2:33 p.m.
Alan, that is by far the best voicemail I have heard, I think ever, for sure ever.
Message deleted. Saved message. December 13th, 2021, 9:46 a.m.
Okay, good morning, Alan. This is
Message deleted. Saved message. January 18th, 1:15 p.m.
Hi, Alan. So the pronunciation of the name, as it was told to me, is Makui Tumma.
Makui
You have
Tuma.
no more messages. You are at.
All right, there you go. So anyways, I thought they were pretty funny that they were singing a little bit of fun stuff like that. So yes.
So what does that word mean?
Oh, that's his Blackfoot name. That is
Oh.
that's the police chief, Shaheen Medizadeh, and that is his Blackfoot name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of, basically, for folks that have that the Blackfoot people recognize as, the Nisitsippi, the real people, then they honor them with a Blackfoot name is what they do.
Nice.
Yeah. So there's the police chief. There's a few people that I know, white guys that have Blackfoot names. So yeah. My friend Alvin there, the guy that I'm helping with his recovery camp, I told him, you can come up with a Blackfoot name for me. It's real easy. Alvin's helper. Alvin's helper. Figure out how to say that in Blackfoot. That's good. We'd be good to go. So yeah. Yes.
Nice.
So, what else do we want to add tonight there, Di? We've had our little change our name, inviting people to be part of. So that'd be great.
Here's a message I just got on Facebook.
Let's hear it.
Life is short, live it. Love is rare, grab it. Anger is bad, dump it. Fear is awful, face it. Memories are sweet, cherish it.
That's nice. That's
Isn't
nice.
that nice?
I do. I like that. Yeah. Yes. Did I tell you about my antibody test that Corolla and I did?
You said you were going, so tell me about it.
So you go to, there's a place in Medicine Hat that draws your blood. Then they send it away, and then the results come back, and it's 0 if it's negative, 25 if you're positive, so you've got COVID antibodies, and 250 is the maximum protection you can have from antibodies. And so I was at 25, but Carola was at 250. So she was pretty stoked that she's like COVID proof. She's totally fine. So yeah.
So you get your results right away?
No, it took about a week. Yeah, it took about a week.
Oh.
Yeah, they had to go to big medical clinic. I was going to say Cedars-Sinai, but that's not it. It's the other one that does all
Okay.
Yeah. So that's where it went to, and then they send you a report back about it. So
what else is included in the report besides just the result of the number? Do
That's
give you any
basically
other? They don't give you any other information, or
not really, just kind of general things about, this is how we measure this. This is what this means, that kind of a thing. So yeah, the thought was just that we would know. I thought for sure that I had COVID already, but with those antibody numbers, that doesn't make sense. But Carola, it would look like she did have COVID, right? For her to have those antibody numbers. So
it's just really interesting.
yeah, it is. It is. And then we also checked our vitamin D levels as well. And they're good too. They're in range. So yeah, just where they're supposed to be.
Terrific. Well, you sound really happy and healthy.
Exactly. Yes.
So what are you up to for the rest of the week?
Not too much. I've been mostly with my CW, the City Wellness and Safety Security Plan. We had a meeting today, and then we have a meeting Thursday as well to kind of move along with this process of these recovery camps. So I'm working on that, a fair bit of that week, and then taking some courses and having some client meetings and those kind of things. So.
Yeah. Are you taking David's course?
No, I am not. No. You are you? No. Okay. Yeah. I think David's got great stuff, but I've participated in a lot of his things. I think I have a fairly good handle, not that he can't learn more and share more, but I have a good handle, I think, on what he's taught to date. Let's put it that way. So
yeah. Good.
Yeah.
So within your committee that you talked about meeting today and on Thursday, and your Rotary people, are there folks there that would be interesting that we might like to meet on the show?
Probably. Yeah, probably.
Rotarians are wonderful community people.
They are. They're like a bunch of do-gooders, those Rotarian folks.
Well, they have the community at the heart.
Yes.
And so same with on your committee.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I think probably both of us probably have to ask some people. What do you think, Diane? Maybe we have to ask. They just don't show up for the show.
Okay, so our homework is a list of 3 to 5.
3 to 5? All right, fair enough. Okay.
And that means we'll have 6 to 10.
Okay, deal. And then really, what's our
ask them ahead of time instead of on the day of.
Yes, that'd be good too. And what do we really want? I mean, really, it's pretty straightforward. If you're a potential guest to our show, it's very simple. You come on, we have a beautiful conversation with you. We learn about you. You tell us whatever you want to tell us about your authentic self.
Yeah.
And whatever you tell us, so long as it doesn't involve harming anybody else, we're totally fine with it. Love it, and would love to hear your. What's unique, special, what is your life path that might be an inspiration to other people?
Yes. What else? Next.
All right. Well, you know what, Diane? I got to tell you this because I don't know if I've told you this before, but have you ever wondered about the Star Wars series where they started 4, 5, 6 and then they went 3, 2, 1 for how they released them?
Have I ever wondered about that?
Yeah. Have you ever wondered about that?
No.
Oh.
Ask me if I've ever watched them.
Have you ever watched them?
No.
All right. Well, then this is going to mean absolutely nothing to you because there's the character Yoda, and what the punchline is this: in charge of scheduling Yoda was. So that was a big setup for a little tiny joke, but
Well, I do have some jokes.
let's hear it.
My uncle is very, very, very infamous for sending interesting things.
Okay.
And he just sent me church signs that actually exist.
Oh yeah. Okay. Is this Bad Signs? Is that the website? Corolla loves
No,
Bad Signs.
No. Can you see that one?
Sorta, kinda. Oh, whoa, there it is. Catch up with Jesus. And it's a ketchup bottle. All right. I can't read the bottom of it though.
Let us praise and relish him
Oh no.
because he loves me from my head to my toes.
Oh no, that's horrible.
And this one,
Cremation is your last chance for a smoking hot body. Oh yeah, that's a gooder.
I love
know-
this. I love this one.
Whoever stole our AC unit, keep one. It is hot where you're going. Ah, nice. You know, my dad, when he was retired in Grand Forks, he used to help the local funeral director to go collect the bodies for people who had deceased.
Is
So
that
that was
right?
an interesting part-time job. So
This one says, with all this rain, we need an ark. Fear not. Wait for it. We know a guy.
we know a guy. Oh, nice.
I like this one.
Let's hear it.
The fact that there's a highway to hell and only a stairway to heaven says a lot about anticipated traffic numbers.
That's good.
And this is the best one.
All right.
Relax.
What a way to close on the best one, right, Diane?
Yep. Honk if you love Jesus. Text while you're driving if you want to meet him.
Nice. Good one.
That's it. That's all I got.
All right. Well, perfect. So to our viewers, if you want to come and join us and have a lovely conversation, we invite you. We're friendly. We don't bite or nothing, right, Diane?
No, and we have trouble filling this time without a beautiful guest. So
Exactly. Join us. Exactly.
Yeah, or you'll have to listen to more bad jokes or voicemail messages.
Yeah, well, I think we've topped that episode. That one's done now. So yeah.
Yeah, episode. This one delete. Anyway, you take care.
Keep yourself well, my friend. Talk to you soon.
Okay, bye.